Alright, today's lesson is lesson 90, part 2, determining the likelihood of an event and determining a fairness of a game. So, the likelihood means the chance something will happen. When we talk about the likelihood of an event, we can use words like certain, likely, 50-50 chance, unlikely, or impossible. So, for example, if I wanted to use a word to describe the probability that I will be 1 year old tomorrow, that we would use the word impossible. It's impossible for me to be 1 year old tomorrow. Okay, what about the probability that the sun will set tonight? Well, that's certain. The sun always sets every evening. What would be a word to describe the probability that we will leave school early today? Well, that's probably unlikely. It's not a short day, so we're not going to be leaving early from school. It could happen, but not likely. Okay, what word would we use to describe the probability that you will have homework on Monday? Well, you will likely have homework on Monday. And then the last one is there's a 50-50 chance. It's something that would happen frequently, but not daily. So, for example, we have a 50-50 chance that another teacher will come into the classroom. Because it happens frequently, but it doesn't happen every day. Okay, what's the probability that you will have gym today? Well, if it's not the day that you have gym, then it's probably unlikely. All right. Oops. Okay. Now, one way we use probability with is when we have a spinner. Now, a spinner you see in games. And the spinner is used, you spin it and it lands on a color or a number. Okay. So I know there's games with spinners all the time, like, for example, Twister. Okay. So let's look at these spinners. The color on spinner 1 is red. Okay. So if I spin this spinner, what color am I likely to get? Well, I'll probably get red because the red is the only option. So it is certain that that my thing will land on red. What about spinner 2? Well, on spinner 2, I've got both red and blue sections. And those sections are about the same size. Because these sections are equal, there is an equal or 50-50 chance that it would land on either red or blue. What about spinner 3? All these sections are the same size, but the blue has 2 sections, while yellow and red only have 1. So, I will most likely get blue on this spinner because there are 2 sections that are blue. Okay. What about my next spinner? So here, what would I most likely get? Well, if I spin this spinner, I'd most likely land on yellow because yellow is the biggest section in my spinner. What about this next one? So if you look, all these sections are the same size. But 4 sections are red, 2 are blue, and I only have 1 green and 1 yellow. So the probability that it's most likely that this spinner will land on red. And what about my last spinner? My last spinner, the sections are the same size, and I have blue, red, and yellow. And all these sections are equal. So there is an equal chance. We wouldn't say 50-50 because 50-50 is only used when we have 2 options. But there's an equal chance of it landing on each. Which spinner would be fair to play a game with? So let's say we're playing a game and I'm red and you're blue. Which spinners are the ones that are fair to play? The only ones that are fair are spinner 2 and spinner 6. And that's because the sections are the same size. The first spinner wouldn't be fair because you can only spin red. So you could never win. Spinner 3 wouldn't be fair because blue is more likely to win. Okay. So when we want to use a spinner, we want to make sure that it is equal, that we have equal chances of winning. Okay? And that's it for this lesson. In class, you may learn how to make your own spinner. Okay? Good luck on your homework.